Welcome back to the Four Rings Inn for another episode of City of Shadows. We return to the mountainside of Thornstrum's workshop. The two highborns, Renshor and Orianna, just made it outside, successfully rescuing 23 of the 25 prisoners of the workshop. Why they were being kept here, still a mystery to our players. But a vast majority rescued. Meanwhile, Sterling still deep in the bowels of the workshop, allowing the two to get out with the prisoners, but now in the deepest part, deep underground, in the heart of the workshop. So without further ado, are you ready for a scary story? It is just past 3:30 in the morning. Still dark outside as Renshor and Orianna, you watch the prisoners scramble into the streets, dashing into the night, their first taste of freedom, and for some is over a year. As they disperse, the only one that stays with you is the woman begging you to go back to find her husband. Meanwhile, within the workshop, Sterling, you find yourself still shrouded and deafened by the silenced halls. Tucked away, your back to the door of the library, hidden out of sight as pairs of these horribly smelling sulfuric and rotting guards do their sweeps past in the halls, and you watch them go. Raven still keeping watch over the ore processing room as ogres come in and out, dumping out full mine carts they've taken from the mines. As we come back to this moment, I'll turn it over to the storytellers.
All right. Ready to go back in?
Okay. Before we go back in, you're looking kind of hurt. If you're okay with it, I can put like shields around you and stuff. But I won't do it without your permission.
Okay, do it.
Okay. The first one we're going to do, I have to like touch your shoulder. Probably okay. The second one too. I haven't figured that out yet. So I'll just do some quick movements. Touch your shoulder. Your AC is now 16.
Cool.
And I'll do the same hand motions and touch myself as well. Up to 2.
Very nice.
Then I will do another one. Okay, this one is only going to last 10 minutes. So it's not as useful, but more useful. And I'll touch your shoulder again. You have advantage on your stealth checks, in addition to the plus 10. John's not finding us. And your AC is now 17. So after the 10 minutes, your AC will go back to 16. But the 16 will last like 8 hours. So you're good until noon.
Awesome.
What's the second spell that you're casting?
Veil of Night. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't used that one before. It's kind of multifaceted.
I believe that's a homebrew spell.
Oh, is it?
Okay. I believe so. And I was like, wow, I don't recognize that at all. It's because we made it up. And that's why.
Arguably should have recognized it more.
Yeah. Maybe. I made that at, level 2 for Renshor? So, 20 episodes ago?
Yeah.
More than that.
Awkward for you.
Also, doing all 3 of those first level spells brings my arcane ward back up to 10 HP because I get 2 per spell level. I'm so healthy.
Hell
Speaking of
yeah.
health, in this moments when I'm just hidden in the back,
Mhm.
every 6 seconds I'm just gonna pop a little berry.
Yeah,
Get my
absolutely.
own health a little bit higher.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
that little interaction Orianna and I just had did take about 18 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say between the time it takes for like them to get everybody out, have their interaction, do all the spells, get back in. Like Sterling, you have plenty of time to pop as many berries as you need.
And feeling good after getting that AC bump, I'm going to second wind to also bump up some
Ooh.
health. Okay.
Very nice.
All right. So we're going in, finding that last prisoner, and getting out.
And Sterling.
Oh, if of course. Yes. If we can't find the prisoner, then at least we get Sterling out.
What about the woman who ran back in?
I mean, if we can find her, we'll grab her or see if she wants to come back out, but it didn't really seem like she wanted to travel with the group, and so I don't know how
Okay.
much time we have looking for her in the whole warehouse.
Yeah. Okay. Back into this silence.
Yeah. I say when we go in, we take a left this time instead of going right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, while all of this is going on, I'm gonna say to Raven, there's a prisoner of sorts, perhaps being tortured. Could you follow the pain and find him for me?
Of course I can. Does that mean the hunt is over?
We'll see.
And he takes off.
I
Yeah.
would like
Yeah,
to
we're-
direct him.
Yeah.
Because he's in that room with the minecart, to take
Mhm.
the lower left hallway.
Yeah, for sure. He is going to sweep through the hallway, and he's going to peek into the next room. You see in here there are things.
The sentence "follow the pain" was solid, by the way.
Follow the pain is a solid line. Here you see one more ogre zombie is here. This one, you can see it is moving and taking melted ore, and just with its bare hands sizzling onto the like white hot plates, is moving buckets of this metal and pouring it into a huge circular mold. It's a big square, bigger than probably all three of you. It's probably like a 6-7 foot square that's dumping this mold in, dumping this ore into, and they are crafting something. You see, there are 4 what look to be like servants, not armored, no weapons, but they also have that that metal poured over their head, and they are working on in the forge, whether it's shoveling coal into the fires, whether it's like hammering out little pieces of the metal to make adjustments to whatever they're working on. You can see a active foundry is in process here. You can hear through Raven as well, correct? Because you're blind and deafened. You can see and hear through it.
Yeah, if I'm watching, so I'm probably going
Gotcha.
like in and out
Yeah.
for my own.
Yeah. you can hear from this room, just south of it, is the screams of pain. And Raven swoops through and gets a look into the torture chamber. As he moves into this room, you see two pieces of equipment in here. One is like a torture rack, so a spot where currently one humanoid man is strapped down to this table, and behind him, against the wall, is what looks to be a huge, like, organ, like the musical instrument. No, just one big organ. The organ, like the instrument, but in place of where there's normally keys to play the instrument, there are vertical, like, strings that have all been attached to a piece of this equipment. The organ as a whole, although beautiful, like bronze and gold and black themed, and although it is made of metal, is themed like a gigantic skeleton. The base of it has huge, like, a rib cage that, like, almost locks around where these vertical strings are. The pipes are all carved like bones. There's, like, images of, like, skulls and limbs and, like, this very, like, gangly and imposing instrument that sits here. On the table, like I said, is the humanoid man currently being tortured by a scrawny man, balding head, and you can see as he works around this person, Viscount Thornstrum is working around this prisoner, poking him with a branding iron. And as this man screams out into the chamber, you can see the strings of the organ begin to vibrate in response to his shouts.
So when we saw the carriage leave, did we just see a carriage, or did we
Nope,
see...
You saw Viscount Thornstrom get in the carriage and leave.
Okay.
And then you also see him in this room.
Why is anyone after me? This man is clearly a real fucking criminal. With an evil twin or something. I don't know.
With a real doppelganger.
It's two evil twins or a real doppelganger.
Dave one would love to see this one.
Dave Boyne would lose his mind.
Got it. I'm gonna have Raven just stay hidden.
Yeah.
Cloak.
Yes.
Found your prisoner, but the old Viscount's here as well.
The one that we saw
Yes.
leaving?
Yes.
Okay. Sterling's saying that the Viscount is still inside with the last prisoner. I don't know what that means. I thought he left, but apparently she says that she sees him.
Oh, maybe there's a back door that he just went around to.
Either way, he's with the last prisoner. We need to get out.
I mean, that's problematic. That man's pretty decrepit. I mean, do you think he could put up a fight? We got these masks. He'll never know it's us.
It's true. Are you going to be okay with the possibility of assaulting him to get the last prisoner out?
Yeah, I never really liked him. I think if it comes to it, I don't think we should kill him. I think we should let the real justice do its course. It's not us.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Despite all the other
Okay.
people we've killed. This guy's different for some reason.
Well, the other people were already dead, so.
True. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think we should. We'll just. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right. And I'll say back to Sterling, we're going to try to not kill the old man, but feel free to harm him should you need to.
Feel free to beat the shit out of him.
Beat the shit out of this man. But also, stay hidden, stay safe. We're coming back in.
Okay.
Stay hidden. Stay safe.
To the left, and then to the right, and then to the right.
Left, right, right. Got that?
Left, right.
Right. Okay. Okay. Ready to go back in?
Let's go.
Yeah, okay. If we make it out of here alive, do you want to grab dinner tomorrow? We have a lot to discuss.
Sure.
Okay. And I enter back into the building.
Silence takes you again.
Right. I slowly creep up to the first intersection, waiting for Renshor to make sure he's still with me, and then peeking out to see where the guards are in their rotation.
Yeah. Are you going to be moving to the left or to the right?
To the left, following
To the left.
Sterling's directions. Opposite of the way that we've gone last time.
Perfect. When you guys are ready to move, both of you make stealth checks and add whatever ridiculous modifiers.
So Tori gets advantage, and then we both get a +10.
Good. Great. If you roll better than a 3, then you'll beat it.
Oh,
Jesus.
That's great.
That's literally impossible not to.
I got 33.
I know.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, good. Great.
There's always a chance for a nat 1.
Sure.
That's true.
Sure.
For mortals, like a 13 isn't like an awful perception. But like if you're rolling 30s, like what am I supposed to do with that? Yeah, you time it perfectly as the rotations go, and you slip into the hall, heading to the left. Are you taking the first right to head up towards the torture chamber, or are you heading towards like the second right towards the library?
I'm going
Right.
to go to the first right because that's what Sterling said. She said left, right, right. So I'm just going to go immediate left, immediate right, immediate right.
Agreed.
Perfect. You guys do that. You scoot around the corner, and as you are making your way down this hall, I'm going to say for simplicity's sake, Sterling, you know that they're coming. You peek down the hall and you see them working their way down the stairs and into this hall.
We're stealthy!
Okay, so if you don't want to get caught by Sterling, you don't have to. I was trying to
No,
make it
it's okay.
easier for you.
It's okay. They can go first. I'm going to stay where I am.
Perfect. Are you guys entering into the torture chamber?
I have my crowbar out. My mask is up. And I'm
Yeah.
just going to enter.
Cool. So you guys wheel around the corner. You come to that split where you can either move into the foundry or the torture chamber. On such a high stealth check and being right at that intersection, it's very easy to avoid that one zombie ogre that's like hoisting up this bucket of molten metal into his mold, and you guys scoot into the torture chamber, in which you see all the things that I described previously: the organ, the man being tortured, Thornstrum, and you also see there's a little back room off to the side.
I'm gonna hold up my crowbar, kind of like menacing at Thornstrum. Let this man go.
You spoke? Wait, can we speak?
You can't. So you guys are stealth right now. He doesn't see you, and so you rolled a 33.
We entered the room with him.
He's busy being mean.
I will step out of the shadows then to the other side of the table with the guy on it and still say, let this man go. Fully to Thornstrum. That's fine.
Yeah, Thornstrum, he's gonna jump, letting the branding iron clatter to the ground. His eyes like wide with fear. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Let this man go.
Before he finishes, he starts to run out the other door.
Can I throw the crowbar at him?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I don't know what to roll for this. What to add to hit? What should I add? Just my normal to hit?
It would be a ranged attack. So whatever your range is.
I don't have ranged on here.
You should have
it's right beneath
skill.
below melee.
It's right beneath melee.
Oh, it is. Would you look at that? 13 to hit.
13 will hit. So you can roll your damage with your crowbar.
This is like, I don't know, comedic?
a little bit. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You throw it. You watch. Make an insight check as it hits him, and it like hits him square in the side of the head. He goes and hits. He like tumbles to the ground, hits the other wall before like scrambling on the ground to try to keep going.
4.
Okay. Yeah, you watch this man get absolutely clocked by a crowbar. It clatters to the ground, and he begins to scramble out of the room. Would you like to, and this is a question for both Renshor and Orianna, would you like to let him go or roll initiative?
Initiative.
Deal.
Thought this was a question for both of us.
Well, I flipped through my vote. What do you want to do?
You could stay back, but
No, it's
initiative is
okay.
being rolled.
Initiative is rolled.
John, while they went in, could I just want to get a little bit closer and almost just so I can have eyes on the situation. So that way, if he runs out, like I want to just be seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
I was thinking there's that hallway. Like if I'm at that library door, not at the stairs, but the right after that.
Yeah.
I just want to be like around there.
Yeah, for sure. You're hovering right around there. So you've just exited the hallway, but you're not quite in the foundry yet. So you do have sound back. Sound comes back to your ears.
Oh, perfect.
While you're in here, you know that, so you have like that view down into the torture chamber. The parallel hallway that goes up into that hallway you just came from, that's the hallway that Thornstrum is attempting to run out. So just so you know, you're not currently like blocking his way out, but you'll absolutely
he's
see
trying
him.
to do the one down the way. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Perfect. How do we do on initiative?
IKEA 20.
IKEA 20.
25.
25.
It's like, I'll be going first. No.
13.
13. And then
Good.
Thornstrum. Cool. Great.
You have 25.
I have a high bonus.
Orianna, you go first. You no longer have your crowbar in your hand as it's bounced off his head.
Yeah, I want to walk up to him and at the same time, is my crowbar like near him? I'm imagining it is. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
like walk up to him at the same time, like pick up my crowbar again and like step on his heel or like on his foot, and then I want to go to like smack him again with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Make another attack.
12.
12 will hit. He's just a guy.
Man.
Well, I saw him leave before. I don't know who this is. 6 points of damage. My eyes
Another
kind of
6.
flat, like glow just a little bit, like they just kind of like pulse a little bit with like my like ASMR energy. Just like I'm getting a little bit frustrated, but I keep it cool as I'm like getting a little aggravated at just the torture room, at seeing what this man has been doing to people. And I just smack him across the back of the head.
Yeah, you smack him. He like puts his hands over his head as he gets smacked. Make one more insight check.
It's not any better. 6.
Yeah, you're kind of that. The anger of the torture room is clouding your head, and you hit him again on the floor.
I am more focused at like trying to keep my anger controlled and like staying calm, but also like I am getting a little worked up at the whole scene.
Yeah, for sure. Renshor, can you make an insight check actually from where you are?
2.
Awesome.
I'm not paying attention.
That's okay.
What are you paying attention to?
I'm gonna free this fucking man when it's my turn.
Okay.
You pay attention to the dying man.
The guy.
That's fair.
Yeah, Orianna, it's still your turn. You have your bonus action and movement. You're probably like half your movement.
Yeah, I have a bonus action. I can make an unarmed strike, so I'll just kick him.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck the old man.
Yeah, beat up this old guy. Yeah, this is great.
16.
That will hit.
6 points of damage again.
That's my ex-fiance.
Please stop.
I just stomp him.
Yeah, just beating up this guy.
Smacked him with the thing, kick him when he's down.
Wonderful. Anything else for Orianna?
No.
Good. Okay. Renshor, you're up.
I'm gonna go over to the table with the tortured man.
Yeah.
How is he currently fastened to the table?
There are like leather straps, like belt straps on his arms and on his feet.
Oh, cool. Like they're like buckles? That's easy.
Yeah, just
Cool.
buckles. Yeah.
I'll just undo those.
Perfect. I will say if you use your action and bonus action, you can get all 4.
Done.
Perfect. You go and you unstrap him off. He is like barely conscious. You see he's hurt, but he puts a hand on your shoulder. He goes, "Thank you. Thank you."
Yeah, don't mention it. Just hide in the corner, and we'll help you get out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna say he is going to act on your initiative from now on.
Okay.
He gets a +10 to his stealth.
Yeah, he does. That's why I told him to hide in this corner.
It spells ridiculous. Yeah.
We didn't even make that one. That one's fucking like real.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I mean, it is a second level spell. It's allowed to be a little broken.
It's awesome. I love it. Perfect.
It's great for a Gothic campaign where we do so much stealthing. Like, there's a lot of campaigns where you're hardly ever hiding, you know? You're just brawling in daylight.
Yeah, or like there's a lot of campaigns where like I'm gonna use this to set up the encounter, to set up my ambush, and then like we'll get our surprise attack and then we'll go into fight. But here, like I'm gonna use every minute of this hour of stealth. Yeah, and that's awesome. Yeah, perfect. Note to self: give some enemies that spell. I gotta write that down. You use that.
Do I still have the +10 after attacking and revealing myself?
So if you take the hide action, yes. But for you, it'll consume your action to hide.
Cool. But once this encounter's over, I can, or this once I'm done with Thornstrum, I could potentially go back to hiding.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like invisible where you lose it.
It goes away. Yep.
Cool.
Cool. Renshor, anything else from you?
You have
I'm
movement.
gonna go over towards Orianna in the event I need to pull her away.
Yeah, for sure.
I was hoping you would move out the door, but I guess that works too.
We're into flanking.
Yeah, I'm looking, and the guy that you told to hide in the corner, he rolled a nat 1 for his stealth check.
He's scared.
He is scared.
My man!
Boy.
He's
like
gonna-
weeping.
He's gonna
That's
hide.
still an 11.
It's still 11, but it's still in that one. He's gonna go hide in the corner, but it's the corner that's right beside the fire that you're using for the fire poker, and he is like completely lit up. Yeah, so he's
The
gonna
other
hide
corner.
He's gonna hide in the middle of the room, and any movement from Renshor.
I'm gonna walk over to Orianna
Okay,
in the event I need
deal.
to pull her away.
Perfect.
That's my movement.
Sterling, you are up.
I'm up. Okay. I would like to move so that way I can see Thornstrum. I want to make sure that I am still enough in the shadows that the ogre in the room doesn't see me.
Mm-hmm. So you have two options.
Okay.
You can make a stealth check with a lower DC, in which case you slip into the torture chamber, the same entrance that Orianna and Renshor took, and so you'll see them kind of from the side and from the back. If you want to get like a head-on view, like the best view of Thornstrum, you'll have to sneak through the foundry, and so it'll be a higher stealth check. A higher DC on the stealth check, but you'll get a better view.
So I'm at the upper hallway on the left. I could go back into the silence.
Oh yeah, that's true. And sneak around to the other side. Yeah, you could do that. Cool.
Really
and then you'll
cool.
just have to beat the guards, who apparently don't roll well.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
IKEA 20.
Yeah, you're good. You go to step back and you take one half step as you smell them before you can, because you can't hear them. They walk past the hall and you slip right behind them. And so now you're looking down the pipe at them.
I want to real quick, like what I did with the guards.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I could talk to him in his mind, just to see if he is a creature.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You go in and you're just getting surface level thoughts, correct?
I'm not even getting thoughts yet. I have to cast detect thoughts to get thoughts. I'm just
Gotcha.
seeing if there's something to connect to.
There is something to connect to, yes.
Okay. I don't want to, if it's not by him. So now there's an ogre between me and the others, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait, but Raven will come out from the shadows and attack Thornstrum.
Yeah, for sure. Raven can roll with advantage because he's prone on the ground.
Slay. What the fuck? Oh, that's. Ooh. I don't think he's going to hit.
I wouldn't be so sure.
9.
That hits. Again, he's an old guy. His dexterity, not high. His armor, not wearing it. He's just a guy.
2 points of damage.
Heck yeah.
With his little
This
claw.
guy has a lot of health.
On that comment, Renshor, I'll let you make another insight check.
Why didn't I get to make an insight check? I was checking his head.
Yeah, you can see him. Yeah. Sterling, you can make an insight check. Because you
I
can
don't know.
advise me. Sterling, for the love of God, make an insight check.
That's what I was trying to do with the head. Is I want to see. I got
Gotcha.
a 23.
A 23.
So much better.
You recognize as you see Orianna, like you catch Orianna's blows onto him, and as Raven pecks onto him. For a frail old man, like they've beat him up to the point of like probably death. Like they've beat the crap out of this guy. You like he's not bleeding. He's like he has like scrapes on his head. Like it like his head's like turning red and like bruising. Like it looks like she's beating him up. But like he's not really that hurt. And like you clock that like, oh, an old man that's getting beat up on the ground should be much more injured at this point than this guy is. Something does.
The other people in the room reacting to this, or do they just not see it?
They're the clamor of hammers and the pouring of metal. Like they don't see it yet. He's too far around the corner, and it's too loud in here for them to know.
Okay.
If he gets another like 30 feet, then he'll be able to like he'll be in their view.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a this isn't the real him.
Gotcha.
Situation. Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. It is his turn.
Move away from me. I dare you.
I think he's going to. Yeah, I think he's going to. He's not even going to take the disengage. He's going to dash. And so he's going to use half of his movement to pull himself to his feet, move 15 feet, move 30, so he's going to have 45 feet of movement.
And then can I take an opportunity attack?
Yep, Orianna and Renshor, you can both take opportunity attacks.
9?
I don't know if I want to.
A 9 does hit.
I do want to.
Oh wait, Raven should get an opportunity attack.
Yes, he does. Raven
He
does
has
as well.
reaction.
7 points.
7 from Orianna.
You said a 9 does hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What
I
about
decided
a
I didn't want to hit him with
7
my
just
sword,
misses.
but I will punch him or kick him.
Deal.
4.
4. Okay.
Raven gets confused by all the other people.
Everyone's attacking.
Also, yeah, there's a bird here.
I told you it was 9.
And he is going to. So he gets hit twice and continues to run. Runs up this hall. Is going to get into the room with the furnace and say, stop them, and he's going to point to wave to the ogre, point to the other room, and then he's going to continue to move and come face to face with you, Sterling.
Nice. Deck.
Before he is going to, again, fear in his eyes, realizing that there's infiltrators all throughout his workshop, is going to push past you. And with his movement, he can just move far enough to get hit by one more opportunity attack, if you want.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
my God. Okay.
What are you
Take
hitting?
him out.
A dagger.
Yeah. Make your...
Wait. So that's max damage. And then what is a dagger? Is that piercing or... Right?
I think it's piercing. Yep.
Yeah.
It should be piercing.
Okay, so that is 11 points of damage. Did I just
11.
Hello.
How would you like to kill Viscount Thornstrum?
I feel like this isn't him. I think I just, as I stab him, I go into his mind and just say, as he's dying,
Dying?
what are you doing?
As you push in,
Mm-hmm.
you hear like the dying thoughts of this Thornstrum in front of you. And you also hear a muddle of other thoughts. And you just get like really like bits and pieces. Like you hear something along the lines of, yes, master, the bell will be completed on time. It will be there on time. You hear another thought that's like, I saw this in a book not too long ago. I believe it was under this section. You hear another thought of like him like addressing some noble. Thank you, my count. I appreciate your patronage. And like these like very like weird disjointed thoughts until you snap back into the Thornstrom that you are looking at, who fear in his eyes. I don't even know if he knows like what are you doing. He looks at you and goes. The thought that hits his brain is, I'm saving Thalia, and then that's the only thought that comes to mind.
Always a savior. As I pull the dagger out, does he just crumple like a dead person, or
No, he doesn't crumble like
he's
a dead
Snow? He's
person.
Snow, isn't he?
He's what?
Snow. He's a duplicate.
Oh, not quite. As you pull it out, you see like the blood comes and splatters out, but it's not like being pushed out of his body. It's like you pulled part of him with you as you pulled your dagger out, and as like the his blood spurts out, he like retches once and collapse on the ground. And as he collapses, his body like flattens and starts to turn like red and maroon and just oozes into the cracks of the bricks on the floor. And you see like this goo, this like ooze just like seep into the floor and just spread out across the ground.
Okay, it's not my turn.
I call out for Sterling in my head.
You can see her.
just say-
You watch this happen. You watch him run, and then you watch. Sterling
I still
step
try
in.
to say in my head.
Okay.
It's time to get out. It's time to go. Not knowing if you could hear me or not.
I can't anymore.
Orianna, it is
You probably
your turn.
Understand that that didn't connect, that I didn't respond and such.
Orianna, it is your turn. You watch Thornstrom become a puddle as you lock eyes with Sterling. You have this moment, and then your view of her is obscured by a molten metal wielding ogre who steps in between the two of you into the hallway.
Great. Okay. I look back at the other man by the fireplace, and I'm debating on grabbing him to run or fighting the ogre. And I don't know what the right choice is.
It's your turn.
I know. I think I'd go to grab the man and like hook under his arm and try to pull him out the door that we came from.
Yeah, for sure. You turn around, you come, you grab him, and then you want to start making your way out the way you came, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to say that's going to be your movement and your bonus action to kind of like hook him and get him like moving with you. You have an action still if you would like it.
I'm just gonna wield my crowbar and be ready to swing if I need to, if we come across any guards in the hallway. But I think I'm trying to get out now, hoping the others follow.
Deal. Yeah, perfect. You grab him. You're able to just get to the like western entrance. Like with your movement, you're able to still in a spot where there is sound, but you're just at the cusp of where the hallway starts. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Renshor, you watch all of this conspire. What would you like to do?
Do I have any water on me? Like a water bottle or a water scan or...
If you were an adventurer, I would say yeah, I'd just assume that you have it. But as a noble, unless you think you brought one, like...
Yeah, I wouldn't know why I would.
Do you even have a water skin? You have goblets in your house.
I was going to say, I don't know if adventurers ever own a water skin.
Darn. Okay. I'll turn around and run.
Suffering from success. Yeah.
Yeah.
You scoot up. Are you following Orianna or you?
Yep. And I'm pushing them.
Deal. Perfect. You come around the corner. You're able, with your movement, you can get to where they stopped. If you want to dash like with them, you can move half your movement as a group.
Shit. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Cool.
Going an extra 15 feet, y'all.
Yeah. So I need both of you to make stealth checks plus whatever ridiculous modifiers.
We really have to make stealth checks.
So if you don't want to, you don't have to. Up to you.
I got a nat 20 with my +6 plus Renshor's +10, and I could roll with advantage if I want, but I can't get any higher than a 20. So I have max stealth.
Yeah, what is it?
36.
36.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I have an IKEA 20 again, which is me rolling an 8, by the way.
The prisoner got a 16. That's a reasonable roll.
It is a reasonable roll. I got 36.
Okay. Yeah. You guys slip out into the hall and are undetected. Renshor, Sterling, you are up. You see the two of them slip away, and the ogre like whips around and turns its head to you.
Am I in its opportunity attack range yet?
No.
I just say, catch me if you can. And then I'm going to turn around and go out to the hallway.
Yeah.
I want to go to the library.
Yeah, for sure. You run into the library. I'm going to say you, with your movement, you just get into the library.
Yeah.
You open up and you see a couple things. Make a perception check as you enter.
What's going on? That was so much better before. 16.
16. You look in. You see. I think one of the first things you clock on a 16. Let me go through basics. You enter into the library. The library is kind of like 2 stories. It's like a split level. So you're on the bottom story, and there's like a little stairwell leading up to an open second raised set on the back half. where you are, you see lots of bookcases and tables that have different books open, scrolls open, clearly notes being taken, um, and immediately in front of you on this large table is a huge piece of parchment with like a diagram of a bell with a bunch of like markings on it and like how the markings need to be laid, how they need to be oriented, how the markings need to be set. Um, and it's big enough that the drawings of the bell are life sized. Like it's a full recreation of the bell. It's a huge piece of parchment.
Mhm.
On the 16, you from where you are, you can't quite see exact text on anything, but you notice on the floor that you're in, or the part that you're on, there is some kind of like raised dais just around one of the corners of the bookshelf to your left. And then on the upper platform, there is a large like desk, a study with a bunch of different books laid out and lots of scrolls and parchment, clearly where work was recently being done. On a 16, you also notice both in front of the dais to your left and at the base of the um, that desk with all the stuff, there are two more piles of that red maroon like goo that ooze that have just flattened onto the ground.
Okay. Do I still have my action?
Yes,
I can't walk any further, but I still have my action.
correct.
Okay. Actually, I'll just hold an attack in case someone tries to come at me. I'll
Okay,
wait for
for
my
sure.
turn.
Perfect. You hold an attack ready as you enter this room.
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay. The troll is going to move, or the ogre. Troll's a different thing. The ogre is going to move. I guess the ogre is going to follow you. And he doesn't. He's gonna dash to get into the library with you.
Okay.
So Sterling, you enter in, and then the ogre is coming down the hall. He's still holding this like massive molten bucket. The metal is like splashing off the edge, burning into the side of its like neck and face as it runs down the hall silently. And it makes it into the library, but it doesn't have any economy to do anything about it. But
Okay.
makes it in melee range. If you would like to use an attack, you can.
Yeah, I might as well. I should have held the other one, dodge, to get away. That's fine. That is 18 to hit.
18 will definitely hit. Oh, it hits.
5 points of damage.
Excellent. Cool. You slash at it. You see with your dagger as you cut into him. This ogre has been dead for so long. As you cut into him, like his flesh just kind of falls apart as you cut, and it's kind of gross. Cool. That's its turn. Orianna, you're up. If you would like, you can bump your initiative down one slot, and then you and Renshor can work on the same initiative if you would like, because you guys are back.
Yeah, I think in my head, I'm just trying to talk to Sterling, be like, "Are you okay? What happened? Are you getting out? Are you okay?" And I'll bump my initiative down after
Cool.
Renshor so that I can move at Renshor. But just as we're moving down this hallway, I'm just going to keep like calling out to Sterling with no response. I mean, like, are you okay? Sterling, Sterling, and no response. And just kind of, that's what's going through my head right now as we're moving down this hallway.
Perfect. Excellent. You're there. Renshor, are you doing anything different as you guys make your way towards the exit?
Pushing towards the exit.
Cool. Would you guys like to use your action to dash?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you guys were here. You are able to get to the intersection of where you made that initial decision of left or right. So you have one more set of stairs before you can see the door out. And that's where you guys get.
This is where we lost someone last time.
Anything else from Orianna Renshor?
Nope.
No.
Perfect. Sterling, you're up.
Okay. I will take an attack of opportunity because I want to move deeper into the library.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that will hit.
Yeah, it's not
Could you
hard.
not just disengage and then move?
No, because I need my
Wants her.
action.
Oh.
She wants her action. Let me get an attack.
No.
Renshor. Jeez. That is going to be as he takes like this molten bucket and like just swings it at you wildly. You're gonna take 13 points of damage as huge arm, big swing, and gets a big swing on you. That's his opportunity. Your turn. You have your full stuff.
I would like to, and I'm hoping that with object interaction and bonus action and time usage to fill up this, I would like to grab handfuls of like the paperwork.
Yeah.
And shove it into my bag.
For sure.
And in doing that, if this can count as that, I want to also pull out like a bottle of liquor from my bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to pour it across this library.
Sure. Yeah.
Does that count as my action yet?
I think grabbing the papers, I think is an easy like free action. I think if you want to pour the liquor in such a way, I think that's going to be an action. Yeah.
Okay. You said the ochre had to dash too?
Yes. He had to dash to get into this room with you.
So, since I didn't.
Correct.
I'm going to just as I'm pouring, go deeper into the hallway.
Yeah.
Without dashing, but try to make it so that way this guy can't hit me again, maybe. In his movement.
Yeah, you would know he also has 30 feet of movement. So because he started farther back from you last time, he had to dash to get up to you.
Oh,
but if you spend
okay.
30 feet, he's going to be able to catch up and hit you again.
I feel like we're about to see the largest book crime this side of the campaign.
It gets worse and worse.
Every single time. Remember when one page was ripped and we all freaked out?
Oh, the good old days.
The true horror is the friends we made along the way, actually, and what they do to books.
True horror.
Then I'll just, in the room, I'm going to use my action just to douse the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And you're staying in that room with him?
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
That man is holding...
No, I know.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Anything else from Sterling?
Mm-mm.
Deal. All right. It's going to come to the ogre's turn.
Yep.
And he's going to come up to Sterling and make an attack.
Yep. Maybe he'll get a nat one.
Just not. Does a 16 hit Sterling?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
I didn't give Sterling any of the shields because we were never close.
Okay. That is 10 points of damage for Sterling as he again takes this big bucket of molten metal and swings it across at her.
Does any splash out?
Yeah, some probably splashes, and you can see it like splashes onto some of like the bookcases, and you see little flames begin to appear on this bookshelf.
Oh, well, at least I don't have to do my action creating fire.
Trying to
If you wait long enough, Renshor makes a great point. If you wait long enough, I think without any liquor, I don't think the whole room would go up unless you like continue to fight him in here. But with the liquor poured and now the fire lit, it's only a matter of time.
Perfect. I'm down, but
Oh,
at least it's on fire.
okay, yeah. You go
You're
down.
down in the fire room?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's the ogre's turn. Orianna and Renshor, you guys are up.
Can we make it out the
Renshor,
front
she's
door
not-
without dashing?
She's not answering me. I'm not getting anything from Sterling. Fuck.
Can we make it out the door without dashing?
Without dashing, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
We make it out the door.
I don't. I'm gonna hold at that intersection, and I have to go back for Sterling. She's not answering me, and I saw the ogre right in front of her. I know I can't say any of this to Renshor, but
Orianna, you still have this prisoner like hooked in your shoulder, correct?
yeah, I want to heave him onto Renshor, just toss him onto him. Yeah. She's still out there.
She set your silence.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. And I almost try to push him a little bit to go towards the door. And I want to start backtracking the way that it became.
Yeah, you certainly can. If Renshor does not come with you, you're going to make another stealth check without the plus 10.
Yeah,
which I am so excited for. It's not a guarantee, but there's a chance.
Since we're now separating, does Orianna bump back to her original initiative?
No,
Yeah,
I think
probably.
I already...
No, yeah, you moved down. So
I
no,
already
you
called
guys-
to move down.
Yeah.
So you're first.
Okay. I will walk this guy out the door.
Mm-hmm.
I guess his wife is right there.
Yes, you see, before you even make it out the door, as soon as the door opens, the wife comes in and embraces her husband, and you make it outside with him.
Okay. Can you guys just wait in the area? Obviously, this is not okay, but we need witnesses to bring this to justice.
Yes, thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you.
Please just don't run away like everyone else. I have to go back in. Someone else is in danger.
Yeah, make either persuasion or leadership with advantage, because you did just rescue this person's
18 leadership.
18. Very nice.
Hey.
Cool. You tell them to stay put. They nod. They huddle in one of the corners in like this courtyard of bells, and you're confident they're going to stay put.
Cool. We'll be back. I promise. At least some of us. And then I'll go use my dash to get back to the intersection.
Cool. Perfect. You make it back to the intersection. Excellent. Orianna, what are you doing?
I'm moving on ahead, back the way we came. As far as my movement will let me this turn, I should have my full movement, and I should be able to dash.
Yeah, if you move and dash, you can just make it into the library. However, as you come around that second corner, second right, you see at that junction there are two more of those rotting guards standing there.
If
First,
you don't dash, you stay within the...
But that's the far, like, going all the way down. If I go up the way that I came...
If you
like,
go up
towards
the way
the torture chamber...
Yeah, then you can get to the junction of the torture chamber and the hallway.
Okay. Is that what you're saying, where the guards are, or no? Or they were at the bottom?
No, the guards are in the bottom left.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go up the way that I came, because that's where I last saw Sterling, and look in that junction in that corner to see where she went, where the ogre went. They're not where I just left them, so now I'm going to turn to the left to the door that they went through for the library, and I'll make my way that way.
Gotcha.
And
so
yeah, that's all my movement. So
cool. Yeah, so you're there. I need you to make a stealth check.
Okay.
Come on.
I get advantage on stealth still. It is a 16.
Okay. You are still able to avoid the guards moving around here. Cool. So you were there. Orianna's turn. Renshor did his stuff. Sterling, we come back to you in the library.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
If I were to take the hide action, I know that would get me a death saving throw.
Yes.
Would that... like, how does that work with hiding when he's in melee? Like, does that just not work because I'd have to leave his range?
Yeah, I think so. Let me look at the thing. So,
because I know I can hide.
Yeah, because your movement's 0. Yeah.
That's save.
Yeah, if he were to move away from you, you could hide and then then not be found by like other things. But with him right here, yeah, you could not hide from him.
Okay. And I know I didn't say it, but could Raven be at least now in the library?
Yes, absolutely.
Because, I mean, there was no reason once everyone was gone for him to still be in that other room. And
Yeah,
he has a
for sure.
Fly speed. Yeah, he can go like 50 feet, so.
Yeah.
So, before I roll my death saving throw, I'm going to have Raven go.
Okay, sure.
And he's going to go up behind and, like, basically attack at the ogre.
Yeah, for sure.
Not very well. 7.
7 just misses. But you see Raven, it still begins to flap like around the ogre, and it begins to like sweep around at Raven. Certainly has his attention.
Okay, perfect. That's all. I just wanted him to not attack me next time. Okay, final question.
Yes.
On our list of things, because I'm not unconscious.
Yes, true.
I'm just down.
Mm-hmm.
Could I eat a berry? It's not listed as the actions, which is why I don't have to. I will absolutely just make my roll. But
No,
would I administer like basically a healing potion to myself if I was down?
yes, you can do that. The mechanics of it, I think the way that we have it is you would technically take one fail save to eat the berry, and then as soon as you eat the berry, you gain a hit point, you pop back up, and then you're
I
fine.
couldn't do it on like my last.
I was just going to say, I think the rule is you can't, if you already have 2 death saves, you can't take the berry or a potion, because then you would take the third death save first, and then
you would die before it. Yeah.
You would die before you could take it.
So I'm going to take the berry and have 1 hit point.
Perfect. Yep. Excellent. You are back at 1 hit point. No death saves. Everything resets. You're good. As Sterling, you come back up. No longer down 1 hit point on the ground, the feet of this ogre. You look as he winds up for one more attack, flames kind of spreading around the library, and we are going to go take a quick break and then come back for some more City of Shadows.
Hello, and welcome to an Insight Check. My name is Victoria, and I play Orianna in City of Shadows. A big moment for Orianna was the morning after her traumatic transformation. She struggled to sleep and eat and was unsure if her friends would still accept her. And so Orianna was so relieved the moment that she saw Renshor. Just the fact that he showed up to Chimet's office meant that he was at least willing to talk, and she felt like she can breathe again. Which was great for me as a player, because I'm glad that Jake and Aubrey were able to come back and were okay with Orianna. And it seemed like the beast didn't even phase any of the other players. Like, when they came into chat, I really thought Jake was going to ask way more questions than he actually did. Which, you know what? I'll take as a win. Following up the next day, I had Orianna try to go get some information on the Watlans, which in the very same session, Jake got so many answers to. So I was so baffled that we were still going on this whole Thornstrum mission when we already had some of the information. And I went up to John afterwards and I shook him like, really? You're going to send me on this crazy goose chase? And I wish that I could just shake Jake as well. Like, really? You're not going to tell Orianna all the information that you know? But we found some prisoners, and this situation is way worse than any of us thought it would be. So it's a good thing that we showed up anyway. But the more that Orianna is exploring the chambers down here in Thornstrum's warehouse, the more she's getting angry at the situation, and the more she's getting frustrated at all the things that this Viscount is doing and just getting away with. And so I have to play this part of keeping my cool and focusing on the mission, but I also have to know that my character Orianna is very upset about all of this, and the pressure is building. So now let's move on to some questions from the other players. Question number 1. The Watlans are currently your boss's boss. Are you worried that they'll find out that you're meddling and punish you via the Ashen Order? That is an excellent question that I don't really know if I have an answer to. Orianna is not worried at all about getting punished from the Ashen Order. She is just kind of doing her own thing, but that's kind of why she signed up for the Ashen Order in the first place, was kind of to use them, one, most initially to put her down in case she turned into the beast so she didn't hurt more people, and 2, so that she can use their resources to help find a cure for herself and to stop the cult from hurting other people. So she's more than willing to do whatever it takes to stop the Watlans and whatever control that they have in this situation. And I don't even think she's thinking about punishment from the Ashen Order. Question number 2. Orianna has a complex relationship with magic. How is she feeling about Sterling speaking in her mind? Well, the first time Sterling does this, they're in a high-stress, tense situation. They're inside the Thornstrum's workshop. And I think she's shocked in the moment, but she's not really phased by it yet because there's just so much going on, and she's taking everything step by step and what just happened, and it's a good thing that she's able to talk to her in her head. They're able to communicate. It helps get the mission done faster, but I don't think she's really going to think about it and sit with it until after she's separated from Sterling for the first time, and after, if we get out of this warehouse and goes back to the barracks, that she's able to sleep on it and really settle with what that meant. And I think I'll have a lot of questions for Sterling the next time we get an opportunity to talk. Question number 3. Orianna seems compelled to rescue the prisoners from Thornstrum's workshop. Do you think that this came from her moral obligation or her responsibilities as a cloak of the Ashen Order? Like I said from question 1, she does not care about the Ashen Order. Although she is working with the Ashen Order to help save people, being loyal to the Ashen Order is not her primary goal. So when she saw these prisoners, she immediately just felt empathetic and sad for them and was willing to do whatever it takes to save them purely from her own moral situation and her own standing rather than what the Ashen Order would have thought. And I think she's going through her mind right now is how were so many people taken and she didn't know about it. Like, no one in the Ashen Order is really talking about missing people. And there's 25 people in these prison cells. I don't think she cares at all what the Ashen Order thinks here. She's doing it for herself to save them. Thank you for watching this insight check. If you want to see more, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. And now let's get back to the campaign.
Welcome back to Thornstrum's workshop within the library as Sterling, again, prone on the ground, just recovering to 1 hit point. The zombie ogre rears up for one more attack, but instead of smashing onto the ground, Sterling, you watch him swat and swing wildly at Raven, who is you've very tactically brought into this fight. He's going to make a swing at him, and as he does, you watch, especially attacking like an airborne enemy, you watch that molten ore spew all over the library. Almost a nat 20. That's a 19 plus his blood. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh no, Raven!
Yeah, it's gonna be 18 points of damage. That was a big hit.
I just, in Raven's head, goodbye.
And before he even gets a chance to respond, just poof, you see him get whacked by the crucible and gets thrown across the room, and poof, he kind of like hits the wall and splats down across.
Oh, the bird.
That's the ogre's whole turn. That's all it's gonna do.
John killed a familiar.
I was actively torturing people like a couple minutes ago.
And you're like, the birdie.
The bird.
This is different.
He hit the bird.
This one's an animal.
As that happens, Orianna, do you remember your most recent stealth check? It was high, I believe.
I said 16. It's actually a 17. I didn't add. I couldn't do math right, but I said 16.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. With that, it is your turn.
I believe it's Renshor's turn.
It's Renshor's turn. Yep.
I am going to post up at the junction of hallways so that I can see the stairs that are going up to the front door, and I can see the stairs down to where Orianna is.
Yeah.
Because I am half convinced Sterling's just going to come around the long way. And running back in was crazy. So I'm just going to sit here at this corner and make sure that no one actually gets trapped or left.
Perfect. Would you like to hold any actions or anything like that?
I'll take the hide action.
Deal. Cool. Yeah, make a stealth check. And that will be your...
Almost max. It's a 19 plus 2 plus 10. 31.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you're pretty hidden.
Cool.
You disappear. You're waiting here, and then you're just keeping watch for anyone to come into this hallway. I love it. Anything else for Renshor?
That's it.
Perfect. Orianna, you are up.
Yes. I would like to bust through this library door
Yep.
and
You
see if Sterling's in here.
Yeah, you come around the corner. You are immediately faced with like the back of this ogre who whips around as you come through the door, and sound returns to your ears. You see Sterling on the floor, like at his feet, and you see fires all around these bookcases beginning to ignite and jump from book to book, from case to case, and really start to like engulf this room.
Gotcha. I would like to immediately entering the room and seeing Sterling on the ground, use my necrotic shroud to have my wings come out and try to intimidate the ogre to back away from her and leave her be.
Think about what this guy did to the last thing with wings, though.
Is this a wisdom save?
It is a charisma saving throw.
Nice.
These things have great charisma. It's a 6 minus 3 is a 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, you fail.
Yeah.
So they become frightened.
Okay.
Yeah, they're frightened right now, and then I can do extra damage on them when I hit them.
Okay, perfect. They are frightened. It's not their turn yet, but the ogre is actively frightened.
Yeah, and then I want to move up to them and swing to attack him.
Yeah, sure.
Get his attention on me instead of Sterling then.
Mm-hmm.
With a unnatural 20 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
And only 4 points of damage, but then the necrotic shroud does an additional... What is that? I think it's an additional 3 points of damage.
Deal.
Slay.
Cool. You see the wings come out. You slash at the ogre, and he begins to scramble away from you.
The wings that aren't really wings. They're mostly just bones and dead skin.
And did we say, do you get to choose who this affects? Does it specify?
Creatures other than your allies within 10 feet.
Okay. Deal. So, Sterling, Orianna, do you consider Sterling an ally in this encounter?
Yes.
Perfect. Sterling, then it is your turn, unless Orianna, you have anything else you can do.
No.
Deal.
Okay. Sorry, I misplaced my pencil, but that's fine. I am going to take disengage.
Perfect.
I'm gonna get up. That's half my movement, 30 feet. Towards the exit, is that in the direction that Raven died in, or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Then, as I go towards the door, I want to just quickly, pick up his corpse.
Yeah. This is a dead Raven.
Are you going towards the door at the bottom of the room, or the one at the top, the one that we came through the first time? The one that we both came through?
Well, I hate to leave you behind.
I guess I don't know where the library is on this map.
Is the other door open, or are those doors shut?
Both of those
That leads
doors
into that left
are...
room.
Yeah, both of those doors are shut. Which other room?
If we're in the library, you can see. Maybe that's not doors, but there's those there's that thick spot.
Gotcha. Yeah, those are stairs. Yeah, those are just stairs to the raised section. Yeah, so
that's all open.
Yeah, it's all open. Yep.
I'll say in Orianna's head, I'll just be like, Are we ready to leave?
Yes, very much so. Please, get out.
Okay. This way or that?
The top door. Motioning to the one that you came through.
Okay. Then picking up Raven. Oh, birdie. And I will take my movement to start, like, walking down that hall. I don't want to get out of sight from her, but assuming she can take disengage and flee on her turn as well.
Out. Yeah, for sure.
I'll just walk out. Bye, ogre.
And you go back into the silence. As you go back into silence. I think we missed one of these, but Sterling, one more wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Ooh, that was really good. 25.
25. Yeah. It's hard to tell if you've just been able to put up stronger barriers now that you know every time you go into the hallway it becomes silence, or if simply you got everybody out that was making the screaming has simply stopped. And you move back into the hallway, not affected by the silence. Perfect. That's Sterling's turn. The ogre is afraid. What it's going to do is it's going to make an attack on Orianna with disadvantage.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit Orianna?
Has it been 10 minutes since we've been in this building?
Probably
if we're
not.
within 10 minutes, then no, it doesn't hit me.
10 minutes
since the beginning of this episode.
The beginning of this episode, since we walked back in. We walked in, we beat up Thornstrum, we went almost out, and I came back into the library.
I think it has been 10 minutes.
So then it's
a glancing blow.
Perfect. That is going to be half of 18 is 9 points of damage for Orianna. As swings, misses you with the crucible, but that spray of molten ore catches you, singes your cloak a little bit. And then the ogre is going to turn and try to flee from the fear. And you can take an opportunity attack if you would like.
Yeah, of course. I can't do math. 21.
Yeah, that hits. His AC is 8, by the way. So yeah, that hits.
9 points of damage.
Cool. You get him on the back, and it makes him stumble and spill more of the molten ore, catching more of the room on fire. You see as it spills out, the liquor that Sterling had spread across the room ignites, igniting a huge swath of the room on fire now. You see the table start to burn, the paper start to burn. The entire southern portion of the room is now engulfed in flames, with it spreading quickly to the northern side.
Sorry, it's a bit hot.
And this room is beginning to become clouded with smoke. It's becoming harder and harder to see as the smoke just billows with nowhere to go. Cool. That's the ogre's turn. Renshor, you're posted up. Anything from you?
Nope. I'm still chilling here. I don't know how far Sterling got on her turn. But if she
not
entered...
enough for you to see her.
Okay. Because I am not looking that direction.
Deal. Any different held action? Actually, you did the hide last time, which still counts for here. Would you like to hold a different action?
I'll hold an attack. I'll have the sword ready.
Perfect. Cool. You hold your attack. Cool. Orianna, you are up, and if you would like to bump your initiative down again, you and Sterling can act on the same initiative.
You want to come down to
You're gonna
13.
just keep moving down.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You don't have to. I mean, we're just
No, I will. I was debating between. My thought was between running and still beating up this ogre. And the right decision is to keep running. And Orianna needs to take a moment to like clear her brain for a second and not let the anger build up too much as she wants to like really fight this guy. But you see Sterling at the door, and Sterling was just on the ground, and she remembers that the best thing to do to think right, get Sterling out. We left Renshor in the front. I have to get back to Renshor. We have to get out, and I will move with Sterling. So I'll put my initiative down to move with her.
Okay.
Perfect.
Before we leave sight of this, can I just see the goo? Is that catching flame as well?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I think it's just too wet. I think it's like boiling and bubbling in the heat, but I don't think it's catching fire.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna go back in and be like, I'm destroying this shit.
Let me touch the goo.
Knowledge.
Deal.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Cool.
Do we want to dash? I mean, assuming guards.
Yeah, I'll gladly dash. I can handle them. At this point, I just want to get out.
Stealth, or do we have to pick one?
I'll say you can still make a stealth check because it's less about you hiding and more about your timing.
Okay. 25.
Um,
16.
I don't know exactly where you guys are, but you might get plus 10s.
Not at this point as they come out of the library. You guys watch as you leave the library, the smoke begins to billow out into the halls. You catch a glimpse of the guards behind you sprint into the library as they notice the smoke, but they do not notice you as you guys sneak out. I was one point away from catching Orianna on that one. I was that close, but he rolled a 15. And you guys come around the corner, and Renshor, you clock them coming into your intersection.
Oh, shit. Okay. They came from a direction I was not intending.
Do we see him?
He's hiding, so probably not, unless he makes himself known.
When I see you guys, I'll stand up.
Cool. As you reconvene here, initiative is done.
Okay.
Cool.
As we run out, I'll jump into Renshor's head. We're leaving now.
Great. Finally.
Okay, and we're out.
Yeah, you guys successfully make it out the front door, and as it swings closed behind you, sound returns to your ears, and there is a breath of fresh air as you can hear off in the distance the bells of the city begin to toll for.
Okay, let's go. Adrenaline is still pumping with me, and I want to grab the couple and these two, and let's just keep moving. Let's go. We don't have time to linger and stay here. The building is on fire.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, they're following Renshor with an 18 of leadership. He is their leader.
Okay. And I want to at least get back inside the gate of the city.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys make your way back up. I'd say by the time you reach the Gallatin Gate, Renshor, your pass without a trace fades. Your hour comes around, and you guys enter back into Thalia proper.
Okay. We have 2 witnesses. Orianna, you would know who to take them to.
Yeah, I don't know. Viscount Thornstrum was specifically asked to do this task for the city. I don't know if anyone else is in on it, if the guards knew that these people were being taken prisoner. I mean, no one was searching for them.
Not real.
No, the guards of the city, right?
Yeah, the Ashen Order. I mean, none of us, at least in my team or anyone that I've spoken to, were searching for these people, so I don't know who's in on Thornstrum's plans. I don't know if it's wise to immediately go to somebody right now. I mean, we have to tell somebody.
Okay.
Well, do you think... I don't... Where could we... I mean, it's 4 a.m. We need to bring them somewhere.
I suggest you run. And don't let any of the Viscounts or guards or cloaks see you again.
I would like to give them some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to also give them some money to at least afford an inn or a night stay for at least 3 days.
We're going to go to our home and pack up as many things as we can, and probably head south.
What are your names?
This is Harold and Lindell Goldman.
What was that last name?
Goldman.
Okay.
Goldmin.
Goldman. Okay.
Goldman. I was like prisoner 1 and prisoner 2. Yeah, Harold and Lindell Goldman.
Oh, Glendale.
I will also give them, I carried in with me a small lamp and matches, and I'll give that to them as well. As well as money for 3 nights at an inn.
Gotcha. At this point, have they seen any of your faces? I know both of Renshor and Orianna put your hoods up. Sterling, would they have seen you at all?
I was working hard last episode to make sure that they didn't see me. I know I just talked to them, but I'd say that I put on the mask.
Yeah.
Staying in the shadows, walked behind them the whole time. Like, I really don't want any of these people to see me. That was a priority.
I brought my mask down before we re-entered the city.
Okay.
I still have my mask on, but my decaying wings are out, so.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, they're definitely, I forgot about that. They're looking the wings up and down. Like, they've never seen that. They've seen Asmar before. They've never seen that before.
That's the distraction that makes them never see me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. We'll grab as many things as we can, and we'll leave. I don't want to cause any more trouble.
No trouble. Just get out, be safe. Go, live life.
They're with the wings out. They'll probably turn to Renshor, and Harold will take your hand, Renshor, and says, "We owe you a debt that can never be repaid. Thank you."
Only if we call, I just ask that you write back. We may need your testimony.
Again, anything you ask. As long as my wife is safe, I will do anything to pay the debt that you've done to us.
Go.
And you see they'll take the lantern and they'll start heading towards like New Etherly, that direction.
Shall we retire?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah. That was crazy. What the fuck is going on? Like,
This city is quite strange.
mm-hmm.
That was some crazy magic. Wait. Hold on. Sterling, we talk about this?
Talk about what?
Everything?
Well, I'd say that your legislative system is quite corrupt if a Viscount's doing this.
I mean, I wasn't... Do you need a new raven? We can... I'm sorry about your pet.
He'll be fine. I'm just cradling his corpse.
Yeah, it's so dead.
Are you planning on bringing that into the manor, or...?
Yes.
Okay. What?
I find it bodes well with the gods, especially Volsair.
What
I'm
are
saying
you?
it.
Sterling, have you always been able to communicate with people the way that you did?
Define always.
That's a yes.
Is it
That's
normal?
a yes. That's a yes. That's just a yes.
Volsair offers many blessings to those that pray.
Oh,
I know
I've-
it's not technically allowed in the city since I don't wear a blue cloak like yours, but
oh, okay. That's fine. Oh, I thought...
This is fine.
Whew. I thought there was much worse about that. Okay. That's okay. That's okay.
I've honestly seen way too much tonight, done way too much. That was a much bigger excursion than I expected. Dinner, you know where to find me. You join if you want. And I really just want to go home.
goodbye.
I want to depart, just walk away from the group. And I am just like taking deep breaths and trying to calm myself down because I feel myself getting angry because why would somebody do that? And there were so many prisoners and there was so many bloodshed. And I just am fuming at the fact that Thornstrum had prisoners in there for so long, for how many years. And no one knew about it. Why didn't the Ashen Order know about it? Why isn't anyone else doing about it? Why aren't there missing flyers? Why didn't I know about this? And I'm just like kind of spiraling down, trying to, and then like calming myself and being like, it's okay. Like we saved them. It's fine. And I just want to like keep like going through all of these thoughts in my head as I'm like walking away from the group. And I just want to like walk home.
Yeah. Can make a wisdom save as you fight back the anger.
It is an unnatural 20.
Cool.
Ooh, shit.
So that's okay.
Good.
I'm doing good. I'm building myself up and then working myself back down. I'm like, I'm not hitting that boiling point yet, but I'm feeling it sizzle and I'm breathing and I'm talking it out. And I think maybe like as I get deeper into the city, I start mumbling out loud to myself and I'm like just trying to talk and calm myself down. Really, really frustrated at Thornstrum.
Yeah.
As we're walking home, I assume we're walking to the
Yeah.
manor together. Okay, cool. Because last
It's not
time
far.
you ditched me. Sterling, can I ask for your advice on something?
Yes.
Cool. So when we made it out, and then with the prisoners, and then we were gonna go back for the tortured guy, Orianna asked me to dinner, and I thought it was gonna be like a date thing. Like I thought we were good, but then she just invited you, and I don't know if it's still a date thing anymore, and I don't really know how to broach that.
If you don't know it's a date, it's not.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
I could not come, but it won't make it a date.
Yeah, that doesn't change anything. Okay. I'm tired.
Yes. Let's rest.
You uneventfully make it back to the Tierval Manor, returning back to your bedrooms silently.
It's 4
As
a.m.
you get it, it's probably closer to like 5 a.m., like almost sunrise at this point.
Instead of taking a long rest, I want to take a short rest.
Yeah, sure.
I want to just cradling Raven and just petting his head, slowly bring him back
Yeah.
over the short rest.
You see his wings slowly twitch as you go, and eventually his dead wings curl back up, and he kind of like curls and snuggles into your hands, and sits there and almost doesn't purr like a cat, but coos like a raven.
Raven. Oh, birdie. Our hunt is not done.
I was hoping you'd say that.
It seems there are many of this Viscount. But we saw in his thoughts them calling someone master. Do you think you could find the real one?
For you, my darling, it would be my pleasure.
And I'm gonna open my window and chuck him out.
And he, yeah, it's like almost a violent chuck, just gets thrown out the window, and he and takes off into the sunrise.
And I'll have him check places like his manor to see if that's the real one and stuff like that. Just trying to see if he can find a real Thornstrum.
Absolutely. He will begin his search around the city. Would anybody else also like to take a short rest? If you do not take if you would like to take a long rest, you can. 4 a.m. You're gonna be in bed until like noon. If you take a long rest.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a short rest because I have things to do in the morning.
Cool. If you're taking a short rest, Renshor, regardless of rest or not, your spell slots immediately return as the sun rises over Talia. Your spell slots come back. If you have lost any hit points, you can spend hit dice to regain them back.
I didn't.
Orianna,
perfect.
your key points come back on a short rest.
At what point do I start taking exhaustion? Like, do I need a long rest at some point? Because I haven't slept in a while.
Yeah, if you do the
I mean, I
way
guess
I'm going to
same as Sterling.
Yeah, I'll look at and see if there's an official ruling. What I would say is if you're taking short rests and you've depleted your pool of hit dice, then that means that you're getting tired. My thought behind it being like you could take short rests all throughout the day. You could be perfectly healthy and I could just have a lazy day, take short rests all throughout the day. Like there's not a number of short rests that dictate me getting tired.
Right, but there's a number of there's an amount of time between long
days.
rests.
Yeah, let me see. Let me do some rule hunting, and I'll see. As of right now, you're not exhausted, and so you're probably tired because you slept the night before. You just didn't really get much rest on this day, but you got like 4 hours of rest, maybe 5 if you sleep in a little bit.
Sterling hasn't slept in like 3 days.
Yeah, this is just her sleep schedule now.
Yeah.
She goes to bed at 3 in the morning, gets up mid-morning. Excellent. Everybody returns to their abodes, and as we move into a new day in Thalia, we are going to end tonight's session as the delving into Thornstrum's workshop has come to a conclusion. We are going to stop for the night, awaiting Raven's report back to us next session, and a much needed meeting between our 3 storytellers, because we have seen some crazy things in the last 3 or 4 episodes. There is a lot to get on the same page about. But make sure you like and subscribe, as there are plenty of more horrors, scares, and shadows throughout the city to explore. Until we meet again over another round at the Four Rings Inn.
Bye.
Bye.